Hello guys, thank you for tuning into my channel. So into this tutorial, we'll be using ArcGIS to import our cellular bands and analyzing those bands to extract our ferrous minerals and then create a map for it. So basically what we will do, we will import band 5 and band 7 because those are two cellular bands that are associated with short infrared and near infrared bands to detect our ferrous minerals. Open your ArcGIS software and then click on Add Toolbox. And after which you look for your Landsat folder. Here I have Landsat 8, but if you have Landsat 5, you can open your Landsat 5 folder and then input your near infrared or your short infrared bands. So here for Landsat 8, I will import band 5, and band 7. Click on Add. Okay, so my bands have been added. So next you go to Add Toolbox. So this red briefcase up here is the icon for Add Toolbox, and it is open here. So you click on the plus sign from Spatial Analysis Tools. Click on it, and then you click on the plus sign from Map Algebra, and you double click on Raster Calculator. So when it is open, we usually take the higher bounds divided by the lower bounds. So we double click on bound 7, divide by bound 5, and click on OK. So we have to be a little bit patient because the system is computing the operation that we just executed. So we have to be a little bit patient for the system to load, right? So okay, so now we can see that the roster calculator has been executed with a check mark. So if it was going to be an X, meaning the operation was not completed successfully. But with this, the operation was executed successfully. So next we highlight our previous two bounds that we imported and then right click and remove it because okay, so here we highlight our two bounds and right click and remove it, and then we have our roster bounds here. So next is to maximize this or zoom in to see the high concentration of our ferrous deposit, and in that we can be able to select which deposit will be of interest. So I think this deposit is a little bit large, so we can consider this deposit. So next now is to create a shaper. So you go to our catalog, right click on library shaper, click on new, and click on shaper. So in the shaper now we'll say this is for ferrous. So you name it ferrous mineral deposit analysis, and after which the future tab, click on polygon, right? And this here the description, you have unknown coordinate system. Click on edit and then select WGS 1984. Click on OK. Click on OK. So now your shaper has been created. Next is you click on editor, click on start editing, Now you can click on your ferro mineral deposit, click on OK. So now your editor is activated. Click on create future, click on this your shapefile, which is a polygon shapefile. Click on polygon, and you can start drawing your deposit. Okay, so next you click on Add Toolbars, and then you click on Spatial Analysis Tools. Click on it, then click on Extraction, double click on Extract by Max. So here our input is our raster calculator, and next our input raster is our ferro mineral. Click on OK. Click on close, and then here you click on it, click on hello, click on OK, and next can be able to check this. So this is our mineral deposit that we extracted from the live satellite image. Is to convert this particular raster to polygon. So to do that, you click on conversion tools, and then double click on from raster. Now double click on raster to polygon, click on this drop down arrow, and then what you are importing is your SWIR1. So your input now will be using our raster SWIR1, and then we click on OK because we want to convert this to polygon. Okay, so now we have converted our ferro deposit now to polygon. So this can easily be able to help us to calculate the area automatically, right? So what we do next is to right click on our raster view class. We right click on it and go to properties, or better still, double click on it. So when you double click on it here, where we have symbology, go to categories, and on a value field here, click on Greek code, and you uncheck this all values and click on that. So now you will see the color have been changed. Click on applied, but before clicking on applied, you go to label, click on Greek code, apply, and OK. So now this is our ferro deposit. So this green represents the landmarks, and this red represent our ferro deposit, right? So next is we right click on this open attribute table. So these are the values for all of the tiny deposits that you are seeing on the worksheet. So next is to hide our area, hide our x coordinate, hide our y coordinate. So the system will automatically help us to generate those tasks, right? Then for instance, we right click on our reclass T open attribute table, and you click on table option, go to hide field, and then tap. Very so next, now you can be able to calculate the area. Go to attribute table, click on attribute table, click on this drop down arrow, right click, and then click on calculate geometry, click on yes. So we have area here. Okay, so when you right click on your area, so you see area property here, and the units, we don't want square meter, we want for our area to be measured in hectares. So we select hectares and click on OK. Click on yes, and the system will automatically calculate the area of those tiny deposits. So now you right click on your X coordinate, you right click on calculate geometry, click on yes. So this property now we are not interested in area, instead our X coordinate. And now we can use this, use coordinate system of the data frame, and then we change the unit to decimal degrees, click on OK, click on yes. Next is our Y, right click on calculate geometry, yes. So here now click select Y coordinate, and then we select this use coordinate system of the data frame, select decimal degree, click on OK, click on yes. Okay, so these are our coordinates of all of the deposits. So we have our X coordinate and our Y coordinate of each of the tiny deposits. So for example, if this area is highlighted, then you go to this area. So if you see here, this area is highlighted. So here, when you maximize it, you observe that this area is the selected area. So what we do is to right click, go to open attribute table, and this area is highlighted. So now what we do here is to arrange this area to know the highest deposit from the lower deposit. So we right click on it, and then we sort from descending. So we want for all of the peak deposits to be above, and the lower deposit will be under. And also the decimal degrees, we can also reduce the places of decimal degree. They reduce it to one place. So we right click, and then we go to properties. So here numeric, click on numeric, and here is a 6. So we put 1, we OK, apply, and OK. So now we see all of our decimal places is to 1. So the higher deposit here, the higher concentration of ferrous mineral is 12,304.5 hectares, right? So when you highlight it, you will see the deposit. Okay, so this is the highest deposit area that is highlighted, right? So what we can do next is to de-highlight them, and then go to selection, go to select by attribute table, double click on gray code equals 1, because we are interested in highlighting 1, which is our ferrous deposit. Click on OK. So our entire ferrous deposit now is like highlighted. So what we can do, we can extract this deposit from this landmass, because only the deposit we want to create map for. So we right click on it, go to data, and export data. Okay, so click on OK. So OK, our editor is still activated. So when I allow, we have to deactivate. You click on the editor, click on stop editing, click on yes. Okay, so we go to selection, click on select by attribute. So gray code equals 1, click on OK. So this area is highlighted. You right click, and then go to data and export your data. Click OK. Click on yes. Okay, so our data here now have been exported. So we can also check it by going to analysis tools, and then go to extract, double click on check. So here we can import where we want to chip it from on our roster one. And what we want to chip is our export output. Click on OK. Okay, so this area is checked. Next is we can uncheck all of deposit here. You can now check over. So this is the deposit that is left. So we can change the color by clicking on this color, and then here we have few color. Click on it. Here you can choose any of these colors. So this is our ferro deposit that we extracted from our satellite image. So you can create your map, go to view, the layout view, right? So you can right click on it, zoom to layer. Next is now you can include all of your the elements of your map by including your title bar. You go to insert, go to title, and then tap ferro deposit analysis. Okay, so we can click on change symbol to modify the rating, either to increase font size or to make it bold. So to increase the font size, we choose 28, and then we click on bold. We can also change the rating style to Times New Roman. So you select Times New Roman, you click on OK, apply, okay, so it took effect, right? So next now is to include our north arrow. So you go to insert, you go to north arrow, and you select this north arrow, click on OK, click on it and drag it, and you can also enlarge your north arrow. Yeah, okay. So next you can also include your legend. So here you go to insert, you go to legend. This is our roster T chip. This is what we are interested in. So we click on it, get a legend. Just next, click on finish, and here is it. So yeah, this particular legend can also be changed. This rating can be changed by double clicking on this roster T, because we don't want roster TV class chip. So we will put it as our ferro deposit. So we come here to general and then change the name to Ferros Mineral deposit. So the rating style, we can go to labor and increase it. So we can increase this 14, right, and okay. So now you see we have ferro mineral deposit, and they took effect here. We have ferro mineral deposit as our legend. Bring our legend down. Next is to include our scale. So you go to insert, go to scale bar, and you can select any of the style here of the scale bar that you want. So I would prefer to choose this scale bar. I can go to properties to modify it. So the division units here, I will choose kilometers, and the simple, I just put km as my labor and click on OK. But if I want to increase the size also, I click on simple. That will also help me to increase the size of my scale bar. So it is 12, I can increase it to 14. Click on OK, apply, then OK. So when I OK, this is my scale bar. So next is I can hide my grid. So next I can add grid to my map by clicking on it and right click, go to properties, go to grids, and then click on new grid. So here you select measure grid, 85 map into a grid of map units, click on it, click on next. So here, click on labels on it, click on next, click on next, click on next. So here, you can go to properties. The reason we are going to property is we having our title up and we also having our north arrow on the right. So we don't want for the grid to have any interference with it. So we say top, we don't want it to be labeled at the top, and we don't want it to be labeled at the right. So here, this interval, how many interval we want for the grade to have? So it is 1,000.1,000. So 1,000.000 and have the y x interval. So the interval here we have x IZ is 1,000.00, our y IZ is 1,000.00. So here we have area units. So either we want it to be meter, we want for it to be kilometer, and one. So we leave it as it is. Click on applied and okay. Click on applied and okay. So when you see it took effect, right? But we can also increase the rating. We can also increase our grid number to be more visible. Right? Like go to properties here, and then the system show another coordinate system. Okay, so let's just go there and then change the coordinate system of that. We don't want this. We want our layer. Okay, so now so the size, we can increase the size to 14, and if we want the coordinate, the decimal that is behind the main coordinate, we can also increase or reduce the size of that. So it is 5.25, so we can increase it to 8. Click on OK, click on applied and OK, applied and OK. So now you see there is a change in our grid code. So we can also include our scale test. At what scale you are creating your map, right? So yeah, I'm choosing this ratio 1 to 1,000,000. So click on OK. So that I can be able to bring it here and also increase the size, right? So if you see the scale up here, this scale that is up here, it is a scale here. So if you change the scale of your map to this, then this will be the scale of your map. So to make it more visible, so this will be the scale of your map. So if you want to make your map to fit, so this scale here will be the scale here. So for every map, the client will tell you at what scale they want you to create your map, so you should take that into consideration. And this area will help you with the map scale that you are creating. So this is the map, and lastly, now you have included all of the elements on your map. Next, now you save, you go to file, you go to export map. So you are left with two options, either to save it as image or any of these. So you can also save it as PDF, you can also save it in as text, you can save it in any of these steps, save tab. So now we are saving our map in PDF, so we name it as Ferros Mineral. Pause. Next, yeah, we select our PDF. We click on our tester, click on save. Map is saved. We go to our tester, and then say Ferros Mineral. This is the output of our map ferro deposit analysis. This is it. This is our map. So thank you ever so much for watching. I hope this tutorial was helpful. Please like my video, click on the notification bell and hit the subscribe button to get more of my videos. So in our next video, we'll be carrying on all operations on the advanced GIS level in the executing a lot of functions that will actually help you in your career or place of work. So if you have suggestions on other videos to be produced using ArcGIS or to improve my channel, I will highly appreciate those suggestions in my comment section, and your recommendation and suggestion will be taken into high consideration to improve the channel and to help you improve your knowledge and skills in ArcGIS. Bye bye.